Good evening. How is everybody doing today? Let me know how the sound is. If it's too low or if you can't hear me, let me know. Hopefully it's not too bad. I tried to set it up before I went live tonight. So hopefully that has done better. Hey, Jen, how are you? Hey, Miss Sandra. Hey, Lori. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good last day or evening of 2020. Hey, GTV. Hey, April. It was good, then it went wonky. Let me know if that's better. Hey, Angie. You missed me. I went live a couple of days ago. I know I haven't done a whole lot of content. I'm planning on getting quite a bit done over this longer weekend if everything goes well. Hey, Susie Q. Excuse me. Some things I haven't talked about have been going on. My husband did get hurt whenever we were snowboarding, so there's not like dangerously hurt, but he's injured. So I've had to leave work early just to make sure he's okay and things like that. So right when I think everything's going to be able to get, I mean, is that not just summing up 2020, right? So hopefully everything goes well. As of tomorrow. Hopefully nothing gets worse. Hey Zoe, hey Lori. Your member thingy isn't showing up. I believe there is a slight delay. Hey Angel, but I'm pretty sure I remember I have a running list of everybody who's joining membership. That way I am going to, at the end of my videos, I'm going to do a dedicated screen. Is it? Let me just make this up. Maybe that's why. Hey Terry. Hey Beauty Demon. I'm just going to hold it for today. I don't have a good place to put it because it's going to be in my hair if I put it up here. And if I take a drink, I don't want you guys to have to hear me gulp. Hey Rebel Girl. So my plan is once I do videos, I'm going to do, most YouTubers I see do it for their patrons, but I'm just going to do it for my memberships here. I'm going to have my last screen, like my closeout screen, be a thank you to all of my members. So I do have a running list, and Lori, I'm almost 100% positive your name's on it. I just did not bring it in with me. It's in my kitchen. Hey, Ricky Fishy. I hope you have a happy new year, too. Hey, Kim. Hopefully, you're picking up interference. I don't know if that's from my cell phone. Let me know if that's any better. If it's not, we'll just use my computer audio. Is that better? Is my sound better? If not, I'm just going to unplug the little microphone and we'll just use my laptop. So, I just want to make sure my sound's good before we continue with anything. I don't want to have the full screen be all muffly. I'm sorry you haven't been feeling well, Miss Cassandra. I freezing? I don't know what's going on. It seems to be whenever I stream from StreamYard, I have noticed in the replay that there's been some issues with how it appears when I've gone back and watched. Hey, Renee from South Carolina. Hey, Mila. How are you doing? Let me. I don't know if we're just taking up too much bandwidth between all of our devices, and that's why. Oh, I see, Miss Cassandra. I mean, if that individual causes more anxiety for you, I know it's hard to stay out of it, but maybe just ignoring the YouTube world for a day or two just to help recenter yourself might help. So sorry about the background. I don't know if I apologized last time I streamed before. I will have my backdrop back up probably by tomorrow. It's just in the closet wrapped up, and it's a hassle to get it out and unwind it. Hey, Jazzy, how are you? I don't blame you, Miss Cassandra. I mean, it seems like every day there's something new. I'm still behind on some stuff, and I'm kind of to the point where it's like overwhelming. It's just there's always going to be something, and I think for myself, anyways, I am not going to be super invested unless it's something that is large. Like what happened the other night was, in my opinion, a big deal. And I haven't watched her today, so I don't know what her antics have been today. Yeah, Janet has. So, does anybody have any New Year's resolutions that they're wanting to share or talk about? I think I've said before, I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I set goals for myself, and I do have really one big goal for next year. But I've got a couple of things that I would like to accomplish. Yeah, I'm not sure if it is deleted, Miss Cassandra. I would not be surprised at all if it was. You had to take a break from it. I'm glad you're doing well, Jazzy. I understand. I think a lot of people have been trying to kind of distance themselves. I think it's starting to be very evident to a lot of subscribers, not based off of my own feelings, but what I'm seeing in my comment sections and a lot of my videos is that people are kind of just feeling like it's overdone. People want to watch the dumpster fire. They want to hear what their who they like as a creator, what their opinion is when things happen. But I think some people appear to be getting burnt out from constant conversations about her. And at some degree, we do need to be able to, as a creator, in my opinion, like reflect on ourselves. I always say that Katie doesn't have self-awareness. I need to make sure I have self-awareness, and that I've always said I don't want to be a hate channel. I don't ever want to perpetuate hate. Almost all of the videos I have done, I have tried to make sure have legitimate criticism and aren't just videos to have videos on Katie. And I want to make sure I'm staying true to that. And I don't want repetitive content because she's continuing a cycle which has already existed before. So I'm trying to really make sure that if I'm going to talk about her, it is warranted. It's not just to, because that's what everybody wants to hear. If something happens, I want to talk about it. If it's worthy of talking about, but if it's something stupid, I'm not going to draw it out just to talk about her because I don't want to continue to be looped in with some creators. Not even creators, but some people have kind of gone a little bit far, in my opinion. And I just don't want to be included in that group, to be honest with you. Hey, Angela. Hey, Blue. You've already started working on your list, Renee, to hold you accountable. Yeah. Hey, Christy in Kentucky. Can you guys hear me now? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hey, Big Tasty. Hey, Rock List. Hey, Joe Mama. Hey, Melody. Okay. It's not good for some people. It's better for others. Hopefully it will kick in for everybody. I'm sorry to hear that, Melody. I hope you are okay. You know you can reach out to me if you want somebody to talk to. I'm sorry you have had a negative experience and it's got you upset. Is that any better, guys? This is going to be really annoying for anybody who watches the replay. Yeah, Susie Q, I see you, but I just realized I was on top chat and not live chat. So if you've been talking, I'm so sorry. It's whenever I turn my head or I look down. That's really weird. I will try to keep my head pretty center then. A few of you guys have started. Okay, hopefully we can keep some decent sound now. I'll try not to move too much, that way it doesn't disrupt. I don't know. I really don't know. The only time I don't have sound issues is when I stream from my phone. Maybe I should just continue live streaming from my phone rather than using StreamYards. You've forgotten stupid. It's hard to, it's weird. Sometimes my live chat is automatic and sometimes it's not. And I probably should put a sticky note somewhere so whenever I start a live stream, I triple check just to make sure I'm on live chat. Hey, Britt, how are you? It's like the 80s when you had to, yeah, when you had to hold the TV antenna, right? I don't mind trying to be still. I'm a fidgeter, so it's hard for me to actually stay still, but I can do the best that I can to stay still. Yeah, Jen, I don't know what causes mine to go to top chat or live chat. I don't know if it's a setting that I can change. Something that I should learn to pay attention to either way. Thank you so much, Angie. You're so sweet. You're wanting to take daily vitamin. You know, that's not that far off, though. A lot of people put things like vitamins, getting healthy. One of mine, and again, I don't hold myself to New Year's resolutions. I just hold myself to goals, is to lose weight. I'm debating whether or not I don't want to become a weight loss channel or like do a lot of vlogging, but I'm debating if every couple of weeks I include you guys in on my weight loss journey, because I have a good 40 to 50 pounds that I could lose. So I am going to start working on that. We had started to work on it just before I got sick. And then I got sick and we had company and I just said, never mind. I don't want to make it a New Year's resolution, but once all the company leaves and we're at the start of a new year, I'm going to work on it then. Hey, Jessie Cat, how are you? You quit smoking cigarettes and next year you want to quit drinking energy drinks. I also quit smoking cigarettes this year. In the later half of this year, I think I quit in August. I just quit cold turkey. I decided it's been something I think most people who have been or are smokers, you go through it for a year or two where you want to quit, but you just don't commit to it. And for some reason, I honestly don't know what it was. I just said, you know what, this is my last cigarette. I'm not going to buy a pack of cigarettes tomorrow. I'm just going to keep going. And I did. I ended up buying a vape pen just in case I got the urge to smoke. That way I would have some alternative other than cigarettes. And I used it for like a week. I didn't like it at all. So it actually didn't help me. I just ended up quitting cold turkey. And I also, when I moved from Florida to Utah, I stopped drinking energy drinks in that time. It's very rare that I will drink one, but occasionally I do. You want to be accountability buddies? We definitely can, Lori. It's a hard habit to quit. It really is. It's been tough with the gyms closed. Yeah, I'm going to do like home exercises until I'm comfortable enough to go to a gym. There is a couple of gyms in my area open, but I've told my husband that I want to get to a comfortable. I am so out of shape right now, especially going snowboarding. It was very evident how out of shape I am. But I'm very much so. So I want to build some of my endurance at home. That way I can go into a gym and not be totally out of breath within doing like one exercise. You're getting back into real estate and you have to take the exam after getting. Well, I'm sorry for that last bit. I hope you're doing okay and you have a good support system. But definitely go for it. Get back into real estate. If the market's good, you can do really well in that career path. You quit 8 years ago. You crave when you drink. As long as you can curb it, I guess. I mean, I'm no one to judge. Yeah, Christy, I understand what you mean. It scares you with COVID. Yeah. I never really thought of that, but that's a valid point. Oh my goodness, Jazzy, I'm so sorry. It sounds like you have a chaotic household tonight. Luckily, my dogs, out of all of the dogs that we've had, none of them have really been like Paisley, my husky now, she's high strung and high maintenance, but I've never had dogs who are anxious. They don't get like panicked over fireworks or noise, like loud noises or storms or anything like that. They're really not affected by that. I don't know how I have gotten lucky because my parents' dogs, almost all of them, get super anxious around thunderstorms, which is crazy because they still live in Florida. But if you live in Florida or have visited for, I don't know, even a week, it is very common to have like your daily showers or thunderstorms, especially at certain points of the year. I mean, that's still a real, I get what you're saying. It's still a real gym though. Oh, Melody, I think I missed your comment where you had explained what happened. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had an experience that wasn't positive. Well, I think it's something to be proud of. I think if you've ever been a smoker, if you've ever had any kind of addiction, it doesn't have to be to nicotine. I mean, alcohol is another big addiction that is legal, so it's a harder one to learn to not use as a crutch or be addicted to. Your dog gets anxious and a lot. She has separation anxiety. Yeah. So you worry when you're gone, fireworks tonight. Yeah, that unfortunately that it's a hard thing to curb with dogs. And once a dog starts to become anxious like that, it is extremely hard, if possible, to not have them suffer. There's ways to help curb their anxiety, but I mean, it's kind of like people, it's something that they're always going to struggle with. Happy New Year's to you too, Jessie Cat. Good job, George. Is it? I don't want to mispronounce your name. Jory. Sorry if I mispronounced it. Please correct me. Enunciate it for me so I spell it right or speak it right. You love. I mean, it happens. It does happen. Just make sure you're being safe. I know some people, I don't know if you're to this level of COPD, but you can be put on oxygen. Just make sure if you are still smoking and you have oxygen that you're not doing them in the same room. I have seen that happen and it's terrifying. Well, if I ever mispronounce it, just correct me. It does not offend me to be corrected. I would rather say you guys' names correctly. Hey, Jersey Jojo. I don't know what happened, Melody. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, so I don't want to force you to talk about it if you don't want to. But I'm sorry you've had some kind of experience and hopefully you're doing okay and you're not still upset by it. This is something I can talk to you guys about. So, I had never had Dutch Brothers until the other day. And I know that like people really rave about Dutch Brothers. And I have to be honest with you guys, like I don't, it's not terrible, but it's not my favorite. I prefer Starbucks over Dutch Brothers. And it could just be the drinks that I'm getting. I'm getting the equivalent to each place. I drink a white chocolate mocha without whipped cream. That's like the only drink that I have found that I really like. And I'm the kind of person, once I find something I like, I will go outside of my box, but not typically. That's the one that I've found that I like the most from Starbucks. So that's what I always order. And then they made the equivalent. I had it iced a couple of days ago and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good, like the best to me. And so I tried it hot today and it just tastes like a coffee to me. It doesn't taste super different. Hey Jakes, I'm glad to see you. You like the white chocolate, no whipped cream? The whipped cream at Starbucks upsets my stomach. You don't like Dunkin' Donuts? I've had Dunkin' Donuts before and I liked it, but what a lot of people I see you guys are saying it's because it's too sweet. I prefer sweet coffee. So that's probably why. I'm not sure, Carolyn, if it's a US only thing. Oat vanilla latte. That sounds really good. It's too sweet for you. Yeah, I really like sweet coffee though. I don't like dark coffee or tart. I don't mind the taste of like actual coffee, but I can't down black coffee. There has to be some kind of cream or creamer, like even if it's just milk and sugar, like I can drink it then and like be okay with it. But I prefer pretty sweet drinks. I have a very strong sweet tooth. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jake, that your puppy is having some anxiety and freaking out. You guys think Starbucks is too strong? You're not a Starbucks lover? Hey, that's fine. Okay, Melody. Yeah, definitely reach out to me if you need anything. My ears just started to ring for some reason. Peppermint white mocha is your favorite coffee drink, hot, cold, or frozen? I don't think I've tried that one. Never heard of Dutch Bros. I've only had a couple of times, and then when we had some of our family here, um, one of our family members was freaking out that we had a Dutch Brothers because they don't have one where they're at. And so they bought us all Dutch Brothers, and I mean it's not bad. It's just not I prefer Starbucks. That's my personal taste. You can get it year round at Starbucks. You just have to ask. Next time, I don't often go and get coffee drinks. And that's not anything bad for anybody who does. I often will make my own coffee. We have a Keurig, so I will usually just make my own coffee. If I have extra time in the morning, which is not many mornings, I'm the kind of person who literally rolls out of bed, gets ready, and goes out the door. So I don't have a lot of time usually. I will have my coffee in the Keurig pouring as I'm getting dressed or doing my makeup. So this morning I was running late. It was supposed to be a half day, so I wasn't seeing any clients today. I didn't put any makeup on today. So I had a little bit of extra time. So I went through Starbucks, and then my husband wanted Dutch Brothers. So I was like, "Oh, well, I'll try their hot drink because it's really cold here." And that's what this is. I haven't drank very much of it. It just made me think of it because I got thirsty. I like McDonald's coffee too. Their iced mocha is really good. I think I've had their caramel once. I'm not a huge fan of caramel. Like I don't mind caramel and like Twix and stuff like that, but like certain kinds of caramel I'm not a fan of. Like I like caramel covered apples, but we had like fancy ones the other night and I did not like them. I did not like the caramel on them. Maybe it's because it's real and it's not artificial. I don't know. Um, so I did like McDonald's mocha. What's weird here is, maybe this is just me and where I've been from, but the McDonald's that I've always been around, keep in mind I grew up in Florida. The thing that was always like, oh, it's hit or miss in Florida if you can get like soft serve ice cream from McDonald's because half the time the ice cream machines were broken. I don't know if it's like that anywhere else or just where I'm from in Florida. But that was literally like the thing all the time in here where it's colder and you want hot drinks. They're hot. The McDonald's here hot drink machine is hit or miss if it's working or not, which is super frustrating. On a really cold morning, I don't want to drink iced coffee. Oh, I missed some of your chat. Let me go back up. You make your own coffee at home. Dunkin' used to be good 20 years ago. It's been a long time since I have had a Dunkin'. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry that you guys are experiencing that kind of stuff, Jen and Melody. I don't like to see that. That's kind of why I have enacted from my live stream. I most of you who are here now probably already know, and I know I lost a couple of subscribers over doing this because I've been told that, which I knew I would get backlash for. But that's why I've created the members only, so we can have those open discussions and you guys not feel restricted or feel that you're being monitored, or you have to be careful about what you say about your opinions. This community has become pretty toxic lately, and I don't want to contribute to that very much. Like, I'm willing to provide you guys my opinions and have like my little rants when necessary and have those real discussions. But I think due to everybody being on their tiptoes, due to everybody calling everybody else out creator wise and being like, for whatever reason, for my own mental health and like me not wanting to contribute to that or stir the pot, having people who genuinely support me and want to know what my actual opinions are, and you guys know I genuinely will let you guys have your opinions and we can have a discussion. That's why I've enabled the members only live streams, which one will be occurring after this one. And then I'm also doing a members only live stream tomorrow where we can talk about whatever we want and not feel super judged or have to worry about what we're saying. Mocha creamer. You know, I've tried like white chocolate, the Starbucks white chocolate creamer, and I didn't like it, but the caramel macchiato one tasted like the white chocolate. It was so weird. Thank you, Kazoodles, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. You like the Starbucks caramel apple cider. I haven't even heard of that drink. I'm so far behind in like drinks because I don't often buy coffee drinks or go to coffee places that I was super confused. I really should look at their menu. Hey, thank you for becoming a member, Melody. You like Mickey D's too, Renee? Yeah, I think Mickey D's coffee is fine. I haven't tried their black coffee, so I don't know anything about that. But hey, Amber, I'm glad you made it. Hey, Judy from South Florida. I wonder where at in South Florida. Don't feel like you have to tell me, but we have family who live in South Florida. You just had Jersey, just block them. Just block them. You'll be okay. You have chocolate donut flavored coffee. Ice cream machines are hit and miss worldwide. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. Thank you, Jessie Cat, for becoming a member. The ice cream. Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just where I'm from. There for a minute, I was like, man, was it only a thing there because it was so hot, or is it like an everywhere type thing? Yeah, rock list. I agree. She just needs to block. You get energy drinks. Your favorite is Rockstar Marshmallow. What color can is the marshmallow? I've had Rockstar before. I've had Monster before. I always prefer the sugar-free Red Bulls. That's the energy drink I will drink. Yeah, April, I understand that, and I'm trying to figure out if there's a way for people in certain circumstances like yours that I can work around that. I don't know if there is, but I am looking into it. Hey, Nikki. Yeah, I saw her pictures of a, is that a French bulldog or is that, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the other, not a pug, but the other breed that gets mistaken for a French bulldog all the time? Never worry about what you're. I admire your courage and your lack of care. You know, typically I do have that kind of personality, but with having a platform, I don't want to misspeak with certain things. I want to be careful on how I talk about them because things you can accidentally offend somebody when that wasn't even your intention. And because it's live, if you're not paying 100% attention, you're not going to know that you offended somebody. And you guys know I really strive hard to not offend or make anybody mad. I understand that not everybody's going to like me. People are going to want to give me criticism no matter what, and I'm cool with that. But if it's because of something that I said that could have been avoided, I'd rather take like the extra precaution. You get upset when members only chat is on. Yeah, Laura, lie. I understand that. And that's why the members only stuff is not going to be members only live chat. It's literally going to be a members only stream. So only if you're a member will you be able to even participate or know that it's happening. Because I'm not a huge fan of when people do members only live chats. I get why they're done sometimes, and I get some creators use that as their reward, is just to be able to participate in that for a while. And I mean, that's up to the creator's discretion. I understand that frustration. I definitely do. You're hooked on the Monster Mango one. I don't think I've had the mango either. Other than the Red Bull one, I have drank others, but they were either too carbonated or too like, I don't know if they have like more caffeine in them, but I just didn't like them. It's the white performance one. I don't think I've had that one, Miss Cassandra. You don't mind a bang. I was drinking bangs there for a little while before I stopped drinking Red Bull, and they were okay. Like they tasted fine. Just when I stopped drinking Red Bull, I kind of stopped drinking energy drinks almost altogether. Jen, I'm so sorry. That is unfortunate that you're only commenting on that many channels. It tastes like I like cream soda. I appreciate that, Caroline. I understand why some people unsubscribed because of that. And I do understand. So I'm not mad about it. It sucks to see people leave over anything, but it's their choice and I will respect that. Your other item on your list for 2021 is to declutter. Yeah, I I don't need to declutter personally just because when we moved, we decluttered a lot. Um, my primary focus is just to be healthier, lose weight. I also want to work towards other things that are more professional that are not related to YouTube, that I don't want to talk about on here until I need to. So I am working on other stuff professionally as well. And that's one of my things to focus on. You still follow, but you don't comment. That just stinks. Jakes, you felt you had to stop going to some channels too. I'm so sorry that you guys feel that way. Yeah, Mila, I definitely understand. And, maybe eventually I think everything will calm down in as far as like the toxicity goes, whether it's because YouTube changes their policies or, something serious happens, who knows? At some point, the negativity is going to roll over and it will cease. A lot of it, I think, is how the creators decide to handle it themselves and with their platforms. I don't think any creator intentionally harbors a negative or a toxic community, but I do see a couple of channels that becoming more and more the issue. And I don't know if it's at the creator's expense or that they are too afraid to step in and say something, or if they feel that it is out of their hands. I'm not 100% sure. But we have to be able to identify that as creators. That's kind of our responsibility if we want to have a healthy community and a happy community, that we acknowledge it and maneuver around it whatever way that you see fit as a creator. And for me, this is what I think is best for myself and my community. I still want to go live and share things with you guys and have those discussions with you guys. And not a situation where I don't know if people misinterpreted it to be where I'm not going to go live anymore. I'm still going to go live and have random live streams with everyone. It's just not going to be like they have been previously. They will be like me getting ready and just conversations like this with you guys, where we can talk about whatever. But there's certain topics during these that if it's controversial, I'm not going to talk about in a live stream with everybody unless I'm prepared to do so. And I hope that makes sense, because I don't want to take away from everybody being able to participate, but I also don't want to prevent those who really support me and really want to have those real candid conversations to where they can't. Hey, wee Scottish chick, you should never text when you're drunk. Oh no. I'm pretty sure if anybody has ever become intoxicated, they've made the mistake of texting or calling somebody or saying something that they probably shouldn't have. You stopped following a bunch, you got tired. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I hate that that's happening. I have seen True Ball of Wax here and there. I have not had an opportunity to watch her channel yet, but she seems very sweet. I've seen her in other people's live streams over the past few months. Yeah, Miss Cassandra. I know a couple of people, and that was one of the criticisms people had told me in DMs about when I said that this was my plan in the other live stream. I guess I didn't make it totally clear. These kinds of lives will happen. They're just not going to be focused around commentary or any rants or anything like that. That is strictly probably going to be a members only thing. And if financial difficulties is a limit for you, I am working on figuring out a way to go around that. And you guys, if you want to be a part of the members only, just let me know. And as soon as I can figure, there's got to be a loophole. As soon as I can figure out the loophole, I will work with you guys. Hey, Angel. Happy New Year to you as well. From what you've observed, seems like the newer channels are clicky. I'm not into cliques. You either like me or you don't. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I've gotten that kind of vibe myself with some channels. Happy New Year to you as well. Diggy Smalls, is that how you pronounce that? Waxy is sweet. Yeah, Jakes, I definitely understand what you mean. Don't worry about it, Mila. Just reach out to me or remind me. I'm in the process of figuring it out. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna stay on this everybody live stream for just a few more minutes, and then I am gonna end this one. And for my members, we can have a follow-up live stream for however long you guys want. Obviously not all night. I will cap it at some point. But we are going to do that after this for anybody who is a member and wants to stick around for that. Yeah, Jersey, I don't expect everybody to even want to be a part of the members. I just kind of, since it got brought up and it was something I was talking about, I figured I would go ahead and clear the air just so everybody kind of understands where I'm coming from. You're just getting into YouTube and you think you're getting in at the wrong time. I mean, I appreciate you checking in for sure. And like I said, I will continue to do live streams for everybody. Just certain kind of live streams won't be open to the public, so to speak. Let's see here. I'm grabbing the link for how you can join because if you're on a mobile phone, you have to have the link. And I'm not the best at figuring out where it's at. So sorry, just bear with me for just a second while I make sure I do this right. Carolyn, that's the link if you're interested or if anyone else is interested. No pressure. Hey, Pippi Longstocking. I haven't seen you in a little while. I feel like we've been missing each other. You watch K-pop reactions, Harry Potter theories, medical videos. Yeah, Jakes, I don't watch the same stuff. I watch similar stuff to you, but I watch everything. And I try to, it's become harder being like a commentator, kind of like going out of like watching what I commentate on, but I've kind of recently said it's not very healthy to just focus on what I'm planning on doing a video on next. So I have started to balance what I talk about. Hey Claire, how are you? Jersey, I'm not sure if anybody else is going to be going live tonight, to be honest. I don't know. I know there were several creators who went live during the day, but I don't know if anybody else is going live tonight. Thank you so much, Wee Scottish Chick. Again, no pressure. Don't feel like you have to. Yeah, happy New Year to you too. I don't know if everybody else feels this way. I am excited yet dreading 2021. Like, could it possibly be worse than this past year? I mean, clearly reality, yes, it could be worse. And that's what like has me, apprehensive of the new year, but I'm also excited that maybe it'll be a 180 and be totally different and give us all the best year ever. I'm really hoping obviously for the latter. I think a lot of people are hopeful for that, but I'm very much a realist and I'm a jaded individual. I think that's kind of clear. And I can be a pessimist. I think a lot of that is just due to what I've experienced. So I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm very much somebody who doesn't want to ever get my hopes up and then feel let down because unfortunately that was a lot of my childhood. So I try to not put myself in those potentially harmful like mental health situations. Thank you, Carolyn, for becoming a member. Yeah, Jakes, don't it's probably meant to happen. As much as it probably stinks right now, I'm sorry that you didn't get it, but you will probably get a better opportunity ahead, and that's why you weren't it wasn't meant to be. I'm very much a believer in fate. Yeah, Amber, I've had the same thought. I hope a lot of us have. We just don't want to be. You wish you had a place to hang out tonight, Jersey. You're you're not excited about coming into the new year. Jersey, I'll think about it. If nobody else is live later, maybe I will pop on again later on today for everybody, depending on how my husband is doing. Ooh, what just happened? I just jumped crazy in the chat. So you can see your nieces and nephew. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I know a lot of places are more strict and on serious lockdowns and quarantines. Where I'm at, it is not that strict, to be honest with you guys. Yes, you make a very good point. If anybody is planning on going out and celebrating tonight, please be safe. If you are drinking, no matter how many you decide to have or not have, if you at least have one, do not get behind the wheel of your vehicle. There are plenty of free driver services on New Year's Eve night, no matter where you're at. You just probably need to Google it. Hey, Jamal, good to see you. The whole of Scotland is on lockdown. Angela, I really am hoping it gets better, and I hope you're doing well through the grieving process. I understand, Jersey. I also want to be, hey, Crystal, I also want to, I have always said I will try my best to always be here for you guys, and I mean that. So I will try to get back on later on. I just don't know when it will be. I will try my best. I just can't make any promises. Happy New Year's, Jazzy. Thanks for stopping by. No, I am not in 2021. It is only 6:37 p.m. where I'm at. I'm in Mountain Time. So I've got a couple more hours. Do whatever you feel is best, Jessica. If you want, I know different channels offer different things for their memberships. So do whatever you want as far as like what you want to get from each creator. Dharma, is it 2021 where you're at? Hey, Dottie. I hope you're feeling better. I saw on Twitter right before I went live that you weren't feeling well. I hope you're doing better. If you are doing better, are you going to go live tonight, or are you just canceled tonight since you don't feel well? Yeah, it's interesting. I don't like some of the comments that I've seen tonight, and I feel it really makes me sad, to be honest with you guys. You had Google Play money. That's the best way to spend Google Play money, though. Oh, it's 2:38 in Germany now. It is early. It is very early where you're at. Hey, Sherry. You slept a lot, just very fatigued. Yeah, I definitely understand taking the night off if you're fatigued. I think you weren't feeling well, so your fatigue is different than mine. I'm just exhausted. I think at this point I am only running on like 5 gallons of gas and barely getting by. I'm looking forward to having have an extra day today. That ended up working out, but I'm going to plan my weekend very strategically. That way I can get some good rest. Yeah, Just Cat, spend your money where you think it is best spent. Even if that's not for any YouTuber, like to be honest, if you don't think the membership or you start the membership and you're getting the perks and you decide that it's not worth your perks a month later, then I am not going, although this is an unpopular opinion and not very business like of me, shows that I don't want to run my channel like a business, cancel it. I mean, even if that's to me, if you don't think that the extra parts that you get with me are worth it, I totally understand people not wanting to pay for stuff if they don't feel like they're getting what they're supposed to out of it. That's been a criticism of other channels I have had. Thank you for becoming a member, Crystal. It's only 1:30 here and so quiet. Oh man, it's quiet. Well, I mean, if you guys are on lockdown, this is going to make me sound really ignorant for a minute, but I'm going to ask anyways. So, since you guys are on lockdown, like, are people allowed to celebrate, or is it you can't really celebrate because of lockdown? Happy New Year, Kiki. It's good to see you. Caroline, I totally get it. Don't, please, none of you guys feel bad or feel pressure about it. Hey, Lisa. It's the only night of the year bars are open all night in your state. Really? I'm not very, in the things I am educated in, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm pretty well versed in, but in things that I'm not well educated in, I like geography. I'm terrible at geography. Different states and stuff like that, like how their bars and their alcohol stuff works is totally different. I had to learn all about alcohol here in Utah. It was interesting. No celebration where you're at. I mean, I understand it. I understand not having celebrations, but it's just this year's been so shitty, guys. It's just been so shitty. Yeah, I sure hope so, Kiki. No, just in your own house. I'm sorry, Just Cat. I also lost a fur baby this year. Alrighty, guys. Well, I wish you guys all a very, very good Happy New Year. Like I said earlier, if you guys are able to celebrate or plan on celebrating, if you are drinking anything of adult beverage, please be sure that you are not driving. There are a lot of free services as far as getting you from point A to point B on New Year's Eve night. Just be careful, be smart, be safe. I will see all of my members shortly after this live stream. It may be about a 5 to 10 minute delay because I'm going to pop on my phone, so we're not dealing with these issues. Until I figure out the issues, I'm not going to try and live stream this way. And for everyone else, I'm not sure when I'm going to go live again. I will be live on Monday for our open discussion, and the poll will go up tomorrow. And hopefully there will be some videos coming out to you guys starting over the weekend as well. But with all of that being said, I hope you guys all have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you are, and I will see most of you next year. Bye, guys.